With the passing time, Mr. and Mrs. Kim started to get more suspicious about the employees. They were always going to the place, and it was now more often. They used to go there more often. They started to think if they should go or not, but the thing that they shouldn't actually go there because they didn't want it to break their trust again. But they really wanted to know what there was. So they finally decided to chase them and go to the place. It was an evening time when Mr. and Mrs. Kim went there, and they were about to knock when they heard someone opening the door from the inside. They backed off and hid behind the wall. All the employees came out and bid their goodbye to the person inside and left from there. The door was open, so Mr. and Mrs. Kim went inside. Both of them were surprised to see the similar figure or familiar figure. "Why are you here again?" the figure said. They were now confirmed that it was none other than Jimin. The voice also matched him. As there were no response, Jimin finally turned around and saw Mr. and Mrs. Kim. "Jimin, what are you doing here? How did you both get here?" Mrs. Kim ran to him as some tears welled up in her eyes. She hugged him tightly. "Mrs. Kim, we are really sorry, son. We are really sorry. But I'm really glad that you are fine. We were really bad back then. We didn't really realize what is the value of money and what is the value of love. Now we understood. We are really sorry. I really apologize for whatever we did. I'm really very much sorry. I know it's really very late to realize it, but please forgive us. We are really regretting whatever we did back then. We were not supposed to do all those things, but we are all really sorry that we were really blind behind the money. Thank you so much for making us realize that love matters more than money. But please forgive us for whatever we did. We are really sorry for that. I know we don't worth of your forgiveness, but please, just once forgive us. And I promise I will do everything except bringing their lives, because that's only thing we can't do. I will try to do everything whichever you ask, but please forgive us. It's really not a dream, right? Even if it's dream, I want to apologize you. I'm really very sorry for it. But please, can you just come back to the normal life again? Jimin was shocked to see Mrs. Kim behaving like this. He wanted to stop her saying, but he wasn't able to. Mr. Kim didn't let him to speak a single word. She was continuously speaking and not letting Mr. Kim to speak too. Jimin finally wrapped his hand around Mrs. Kim. "Jimin, Yama, please stop it. I don't want your apologize. Please stop it." She stopped as soon as she heard the word Yoma from Jimin. She backed off. "Mrs. Kim, what did you say? Please, Jimin, say it again." "Did I heard it right?" "Jimin, yes, you heard it right, Amma. I called you Amma." "Mrs. Kim, it's not a dream, right? It's not a dream. It can't be a dream." "Jimin, no, it's not a dream. It's reality, Amma." "Mrs. Kim, that means you are alive. It's true, right?" "Jimin, yes, it's true. I am alive." Mrs. Kim again hugged him, and after backing up, she kissed on Jimin's forehead. "Mrs. Kim, I'm really glad that you are alright. Please forgive me, son." "Jimin, I forgive you a long ago, Amma. When you started caring for my employees, I already forgave you. I saw how you were taking care of them. I'm really glad for that. Thank you so much for taking care of them." Mrs. Kim, "No, son, don't mention it. We have to do something for them when we took their parents." "Jimin, it's alright. Just forget all those things." Mr. Kim, who was sitting there, not even speaking a single word. "Jimin, Appa, why are you sitting there? Please get up." Miss Mr. Kim finally broke into tears. Mr. Kim, I am really sorry, sir. Please forgive me this once. Please. I swear I won't do anything such again. I know I was wrong. I was really very wrong. Please, just this once, forgive me. Just this once, please. Jimin, Appa, please get up. I already forgave you. He ran towards him and made him get up. Mr. Kim hugged him. Jimin, it's fine, Appa. Please don't ask for your forgiveness. You don't have to do that. Mr. Kim, thank you so much, son. He backed off from the hug. Mr. Kim, but how did it happen? I am sure that doctor said you are dead, and even that day funeral. Was it all fake? Jimin, well, yes, it was all fake. You have to go to flashback if you want to really know it. Flashback. When Jimin was taken out from the emergency room, everyone who was there was looking at him and crying. Jenny and Suga went towards Jimin. Suga approached to Jimin's hand as he held them and started rubbing them slowly. Suga, Jimina, are you really going to leave us like this? Jenny also did the same. She also held Jimin's hand and asked Jimin, Jenny, Oppa, please wake up, please. Who is going to take care of us if you won't be there, huh? Please, Oppa, come back. Suga, she's right, Jemina. Are you really going to leave us like this? You shouldn't do that. Jenny, Oppa, please wake up. I swear if you did, then everyone here will obey you and always listen to you, and we will not ever make any trouble for you. Just wake up and please come back to us. Who is gonna take care of us if you won't be there? Sugar looked upwards and tried to control his tears. Sugar, alright. We need to be strong, right? Let's just be a little bit strong. We won't like to send him like this, right? Jenny, Oppa, please wake up. I swear we will do anything if you want. Just wake up, please. A voice spoke. Anything? Jenny, yeah, Wait, who was that? Oppa, was that you? She spoke as she looked towards Jimin. Jimin slowly gave a nod. Jenny, Oppa, are you alright? Jimin, a little bit. He said as he slowly opened his eyes. Everyone's eyes filled with happiness. Everyone was very excited to see Jimin back. Sugar, but how did this happen? Jimin, I wasn't even died. It's just you all who killed me, right? Jenny, you are never gonna die, Oppa. You are always gonna be there in our hearts, even if you die. Jimin, so you want me to die, right? Jenny, no, never. Jimin chuckled slowly. Jenny, are you alright, Oppa? Jimin, yeah, I'm alright. Sugar, but why did doctor say that you are dead? Jimin, well, actually, that is because I told him. Sugar, and why did you did that? Jimin, I thought Thyang would be here and I didn't want you to come in front of him. That's why I told him to say like this. Sugar, oh, is that why he asked us whether Thyang is here or not? Jimin, yes. Sugar, oh, that's why I thought that why he would go ahead and ask about Thyang. By the way, what did you get by just pranking on us? It was fun, right? Jimin, well, it wasn't. I didn't like this. You all started crying just because I died. How are you gonna move on then? You have to be strong, isn't it? How many times do I have to tell you? Sugar, oh, so you will be leaving us and we will be strong, right? Do you think it is possible? Jenny, he is right, Oppa. You are our pillar. How can we be strong without you? Jimin, what if I left? Jenny didn't let him speak ahead. Jenny, you won't. You have to live with us until we are dead. Jimin, oh, so you want me to see you dead first? Jenny, of course. Jimin, alright. Just don't be a hyper girl now, okay? Jenny, but why did you prank us? Jimin, I told her I just didn't want to let Thang know, so I just told doctor to not tell that I am alive. Jenny, alright, I will consider it. Jimin, but yeah, please don't tell any of them or outside that I am alive, okay? Just pretend that I'm not there anymore. Jenny, and why is that? Jimin, I just want to be alone for a while. After that, I will be coming back to our life, but at least for a while. Let me be alone for some time. I just want some time for myself. Sugar, he's right, Jenny. He has been a lot into the work that he almost forgot about his own health. Let him be alone and let him at least take care of himself for a while now. He has already gone through a lot, and the day his parents died, he has never taken a break. Let him take a break and clean his mind. After that, he will be back with us. Jenny, I think you are right, Uppa. Fine, you can do anything. I am happy that you are still alive. Just don't do this prank again with us. Jimin, of course not. I'm not going to do this anymore. He said as he patted on Jenny's head. Jenny slowly nodded. Jenny, shall we go home now? Jimin, but I think I have to be here for 2 more days. Jenny, but why? Jimin, doctor said that I need to rest for a while and they will check me out. If I have any problem, they have to check me out for that also. So I need to be here for 2 days. Jenny, alright. Then we will be also be here. Jimin, have you gone crazy, Jenny? Jenny, no, I haven't. Jimin, are you really mad? Just look at the people. There are so many. Jenny, so what? Jimin, Jenny, are you for real? Just don't be stupid. We also need to take care of our company, right? Jenny, alright. But I will be here with you to take care of yours. Jimin, alright. Every one of the employees talked with Jimin, and after sometimes they all left. Jenny took care of Jimin in the hospital for 2 days, and when he was alright, he shifted to the secret house, which was behind their company, and it was more likely to be in a forest because there were many trees around there. Present time. Mr. Kim, then what about the funnel? Jimin, that was also fake. Mrs. Kim, how could you do this? Jimin, I'm really sorry, Amma. But I just wanted some time for myself, so I just said to pretend like I'm dead. Mrs. Kim, alright then. I think everything which happened was for good only, because if it wouldn't have happened, then I don't think we would have realized our fault. Jimin, that's true. And I'm really glad that you realized it. But I won't ask for something. Can you give me that? If you did, then I will forgive you. Mrs. Kim, sure, we can do anything, but please don't ask us to get back those lives which we took. Jimin, no, I'm not going to ask that, but something like that. Mr. Kim, what do you mean? Jimin, Appa, you actually took a lots of lives, right? And mostly there were the child's parents, and all those childs live with me. Mr. Kim, yeah, so Jimin, I just want something from you both them. Mr. Kim, we're ready to do anything for them. We actually did the rose thing that can never happen to them. Jimin, yes, you are right, you did that, but I want them to have parents. Mr. and Mrs. Kim, what? We told we can't. Jimin cut them off. Jimin, I know. I'm not asking to return their parents to them, but something else. I want you to be their parents because you actually took all parents away from their child. So at least let them feel the love of the parents. Just be their parents and take care of them. They actually need it. Mrs. Kim, child, are you really asking for such a big thing? Do you think we can do this? Because I don't think we can give the love of the parent. After all, we couldn't give that love to our own child. How can we give that love to those children? Jimin, I believe you, Mama. I know you can do it. Just try it out. Mrs. Kim, You know, Jemina, you are giving us the biggest responsibility that we can ever have. Thank you so much. Thank you, really, really thank you so much. Mr. Kim went and hugged Jimin. Jimin, Appa. Mr. Kim, really, Jemina, you made me the happiest. Thanks a lot for this. I would really not disappoint you this time. I will do my best to become a best father for them. Jimin, I would be glad. Mr. Kim, thank you so much. Jimin nodded slowly. Mr. Kim backed off from the hug. Mrs. Kim, Jimin, please come back to our life and please go back to Thiang. He really needs you. He have just lost control on himself. He is not at all taking care of his physical and mental health. He is just getting worse day by day. All the time he started spending in the office, which had made him so pale that no one can even imagine. He rarely comes to a house and we are really able to see him. I really can't bear it. I really can't see him like this. Please, please come back to his life. Jimin, alright, but I just need some more time before I get back to our normal life. Mr. Kim, alright, but please do it soon. He's really, he's really carving for you. Please do it soon. Jimin, yeah, pa, I will try my best to do it soon, but I think you should go. It's already going to be evening now, and you won't be able to go out of this place if you won't go now. My employees might close the door of the main gate. If you didn't went out of there, you have to be here, and I don't even have much place in this house. House is really very small. We just come here to have fun, nothing else. Mr. Skim, yes, you are right. We should leave now. And thank you so much for whatever you did for us. Jimena, that's a pleasure. Mrs. Kim, can't I just stay here with you, Jimin? Please. Jimin, I will be back, Amma, please. You can go now. And just take care of Thiang for a while. I will be back soon. Mrs. Kim, just one night. I know you need someone here, right? I will cook for you and make you delicious things. Just let me stay here for a night. I will take care of you. Jimin, I don't need that, Amma. Especially Thiang needs this because he's really not good in his health anymore. You need to take care of him. Please go ahead and go to him. I will be back, I swear. I really promise. Mrs. Kim, alright, I will be coming tomorrow then. I will bring you delicious food in the morning. Just don't make anything tomorrow morning, okay? Jimin, alright, you can do it. Mr. Kim, Jimina, but how can we take care of them because I don't think they are ready to forgive us. Jimin, no need to think about that. I will take care of it. Just go to this address, he said, giving a card to them. Mr. Kim, what is this? Jimin, all the employees live in this apartment. Just go ahead and make something delicious for them. They will be happy, and I will tell them that I sent you. Mrs. Kim, alright. I think I need to do a lots of work, so I need to leave. Bye. Mrs. Kim said, getting excited. Jimin giggled at her reaction. Jimin, sure, Amma, you can go. Mr. and Mrs. Kim, bye, child. Jimin, bye. Both of them left from there. Jimin closed the door and went towards the couch. He sat there holding a photo frame. Jimin, Amma, I changed them. I was able to do this. Really, thanks a lot for this. I knew I was going to kill them at first, but I don't think killing them would be better. I think it was a better choice than that. I know I just did this because I didn't want to kill them. They all just needed a lesson and they got this. I'm sure they won't be doing such thing ever again. And I'm really sorry, Amma, Appa. I couldn't take revenge of yours. I couldn't just kill them. I'm really sorry for that. But I'm sure that you won't want me to kill them in order to take the revenge. I think you would be happy to see this, right? I wish you would be. And Hyung, I'm really missing you. I wish we could be together. I am really, really very much lonely. I know I used to tease you and just always annoy you, but still, I, I really want to be with you. No one can ever take your place, Hyung. Really, no one can take that. You had a lots of patience to just enjoy whatever I do. I wish you could be here so that I could annoy you, he said as a tear flowed down from his eyes. Mama, Appa, Hyung, I really miss you a lot now. I really miss you. I really miss you. I would never ever be able to get you back, but I hope I was able to complete my work here. I love you, Amma, Appa, and Hyung. Just always be with me, he said as he wiped his tears. Keeping back the photo frame on the table, he went towards the kitchen to make something for himself. Time skip at night. He thought to go out somewhere. He has been there from a long now. He wanted to go out, so he thought of going out. He took the keys of the gate and went outside. Coming inside the market after so long, he felt different. He was walking through the streets until he saw a familiar figure. His steps halted when he realized who it was. Jimin. Taeyang? Jimin was standing away from Taeyang and he wasn't able to see Jimin. Taeyang didn't seem well and he wasn't able to walk properly. And he collapsed. Jimin ran to him and took his upper body in his hand. Jimin, Taeyang, Taeyang, he said, patting on Taeyang's cheeks. After trying a lot, he carried Taeyang to his house. Making him lie on the couch, he started to do something inside the kitchen. After about 1 hour, Taeyang started to do some movements, and after some time, he finally opened his eyes. The first thing he saw was a familiar figure doing something inside the kitchen. Taeyang, Jimin? He mumbled as he looked towards Jimin. He kept staring him for some time until Jimin spoke. Jimin, are you done staring? He said and turned around as he started walking towards Taeyang with a tray of food. Taeyang, is it a dream? Jimin, well, you can consider it as one, he said and kept the tray on the table. Suddenly, Taeyang got up from the couch and hugged Jimin tightly. Jimin, what are you doing? He said without hugging back. Taeyang, you said it's a dream, right? So I just want to be happy in this dream at least. And I really don't know how I was able to hug you. Whenever I tried to do it, you always just faded away. Jimin didn't respond to anything and stood there without doing any movement or hugging back Taeyang. Taeyang, why did you leave me? I know I did wrong. I'm really sorry for that. But before anything, I'm their son, right? And I just had to save them. I'm really sorry for it. Jimin, but it's a dream. Taeyang, I don't care if it's a dream or anything else. I just want to apologize and I'm really sorry for that. Will you really forgive me for this? I know I don't deserve the forgiveness, but please, forgive me. I shouldn't have broke your trust, I know that. But it was something I couldn't just bear it. I had to save them, that's why I did it. Although I know they aren't supposed to be saved, but what should I do now? They are, after all, my parents. And I also know that I shouldn't have shooted you. Even I should have at least took it in another way and just took care of it in differently. But I really did wrong by shooting you. Actually, I wasn't able to think about anything else. I was totally blank at that time. I couldn't understand what I should do or not. I'm really, really sorry, Jimin. Please forgive me, Jimin. But don't you think if I was in your place, I was also going to do that, but not like you did. I was going to save them in a different way. Trunk, I know, but I was truly blank at the time. I couldn't think of any solution, and I just did whatever I was able to. I really shouldn't have shooted you. I actually got all the love that I should get, but still I ended up shooting you. You gave me everything that I was craving for. The love, the happiness, and the adoration you did for me was everything. I couldn't even get this from my parents, but still, I know I did that wrong, but I hadn't had any choice. I wasn't able to think of anything else. I really think that I didn't deserve that all love. Even though I was able to get it, I don't think I was really supposed to get those love. I didn't deserve it at all. Jimin, enough. Stop talking. You are literally irritating me. Theon, yeah? Jimin, does that mean you're going to do like this, huh? Just stop your emotional blackmailing and just go and eat. You haven't eaten anything from a long. It seems to be like that. You aren't supposed to stop eating and do anything if I wasn't there. Thanks, but I wanted to go to you. I just don't want it to live here. I wanted to be happy with you at least in heavens. Jimin, just stop it. Jimin said as he pushed Hyung a little bit. Jimin, you aren't supposed to behave like this. Got it? You are not a child anymore. You should at least take care of yourself. Don't you think this was all rubbish? You should have taken care of yourself. Look at yourself, how pale you are. Do you think anyone would be happy to see you like this? Thanks, you are also going to scold me in these dreams. But is it really a dream? I don't think so because I really think it is reality. But still I can't believe it. Jimin, it's reality. It's totally reality. I saw you getting collapsed on the road, so I brought you here. Thiang, then does that mean you are really alive? Jimin, yes I am. I am alive. I'm not dead yet. You are not going to get rid of me that soon. Thiang, and I don't want it. I really don't want to get rid of you. I'm ready to get annoyed and do everything. If it's you and if you are with me, I'm okay with every single thing. Jimin, enough now. Just go ahead and eat. You really seem very pale. Thiang, but how did it happen? Jimin, I will explain you later, but for now, just go ahead and eat. Thiang then went and hugged Jimin again. But this time, Jimin also hugged him back. Thiang, I was really scared. I thought I lost you. I'm glad that you aren't dead. You are alright. I'm really happy that you are with me right now. It's not really a dream, right? Jimin, no, it's not dream. And if you want, then you can consider it. I will just fade like I did. Thank, no, never, he said as he tightened his grip on Jimin. Jimin, alright, but please eat something. You are not looking good. You look so pale and weak. Please eat something. Thank, only if you feed me. Jimin, are you a baby? Thank, yes, yours. Jimin, alright, he said and went towards the couch with Thiang. Thiang stayed there with Jimin that night. He didn't leave Jimin even for a while. He was getting scared what if Jimin disappeared again. So in order not losing him again, he kept hugging him the whole night. On the other hand, when all the employees got to their home, all the employees found the dinner was already ready. All were shocked to see it, and when they noticed Mrs. Kim doing the work inside the kitchen, they got more shocked. Jenny was about to go to shout at them until a message popped on her phone. She stopped and saw the message. It was from Jimin. So she calmed down and just went slowly behind Mrs. Kim. Jenny, Mama, what have you made for the dinner? Mrs. Kim got shocked as she immediately turned towards Jenny. Mrs. Kim, I made, uh, she wasn't able to utter words. Jenny, it's alright, we will see it, she said and hugged Mrs. Kim. Mrs. Kim hugged her back and patted behind her back. Mrs. Kim, you all must be tired. You should go and fresh up. I will serve the food. Jenny, it's alright. After eating, we can go and fresh up. Mrs. Kim, are you all sure? Jenny, yeah, we are sure. Mrs. Kim nodded and went towards the dining as she started serving food for everyone. Every one of them tasted the food and praised Mrs. Kim. Mrs. Kim was really happy to see them that they liked the food. Time passed. Mr. and Mrs. Kim took care of all the employees, whereas Jimin and Taeyang were again together. Jimin finally was able to come back to the normal life. He again took over the company and started to lead his normal life. Kang was shocked to see his parents being so much caring towards everyone. And also he was very glad that finally his parents changed and he was really able to be happy with Jimin. Not after much time, when Jimin finally found out that he was pregnant, he made Taeyang, Mr. and Mrs. Kim the happiest. Everyone was very happy to know about Jimin's pregnancy. Taeyang became more protective and caring towards Jimin after that. They all started to lead a good life with each other, having fun and being always caring towards everyone. Well, I guess revenge is not all about killing the people who did bad with you or killed anyone from your house, but if you are able to change them and make them a better person, that would be better than killing the person.